Hi team, I hope you're all well. Today we're going to start a new weekly reading vlog. It is currently Monday afternoon. It is 20 to 4 in the afternoon. Before we get into this reading vlog specifically and I let you know what we're going to be doing, I just want to flick to future me, who's going to thank the sponsor of this video, who are Boxu. Boxu is a Japanese snack box that you can get delivered right to your door. They will deliver you Japanese snacks in these cute little boxes and you get a fantastic amount of snacks, to be perfectly honest. I've been getting Boxu for several months now and I share these snacks with my family regularly. They really enjoy them. My dad especially likes the tea. My brother is really into the sweet snacks. And we really enjoy these boxes. We get through them as a family. It's really nice to kind of share them with my family as well. I have a couple of snacks that have come in the boxes regularly that I really enjoy, and usually you get something different every single time. I would highly recommend you can use my code, which is Steph10, to get 10% off your subscription box service. And I will leave a link to both the website and my code in the description box down below so that you can go and check them out if you wish. This month's theme is a little bit different due to the fact that the Japanese are celebrating Otsukimi. And this month's theme is for the Moon Festival, and I'm really looking forward to getting into this month's box. The festival goes by many names: the Mid-Autumn Festival, Otsukimi, and Jugoya. All of these indicate the 15th night in the 8th lunar moon, the night of harvest moon. The harvest moon is full moon closest to the autumn equinox and can occur in September or October. This year it's in September, FYI, just in case you didn't know. So I'm really looking forward to digging into this one and to sharing these with my family. But yeah, like I say, if you want to know more about the Boxu box, I will leave a link to their website down below and my code again, which is Steph10, and will get you 10% off your subscription. So yeah, thank you to Boxu for sponsoring this video. So let's get into what this reading vlog is going to be about. We are starting my September TBR. We're starting 2 days early. I don't care. Nobody's going to shout at me for it. There's 2 days left of August. Like I say, it's 20 to 4 on Monday afternoon. There is literally today and tomorrow left in August. It's pointless me starting something else because it will run into September and then cock my September plans up. I have some really lofty plans in September, lots of themed reading vlogs that I'm really excited about, and I hope you guys are going to be as well. But this one I am hyped for. This reading vlog idea is a combination of several different things actually. I've kind of wanted to have a themed reading vlog series that I've been wanting to do, but I've been struggling to come up with something that's not necessarily original but different to what other people are doing. So this idea has kind of come from Jade's Read It Like series, but also from a conversation that I was having with Becca the other day. So Becca was talking to me about Golden Sun, about the fact that it's like one of her new favourite series, the Red Rising series and all of this lot. She really loved Golden Sun, etc, etc. And I was talking to her about the fact that, oh, I really need to get to Red Rising because Jade gave me the rest of the series. She didn't like the first two, so she was unhauling the whole series and gave me the rest. I already had Red Rising. I just needed the rest of the series. She was like, you know what, getting rid of him, just take him, while I was at hers. So I did. And I was going on to Becca, I really need to get to that series because I have it all now, so I might as well. And they're very chunky books, they're taking up a lot of space on my shelves, so I really want to get to them. And she said, I don't think you're gonna like Red Rising. And ironically enough, I'm not sure if I'm gonna. I think I might, but I'm not sure because of the reasons that Jade didn't like it. So from this, I then sat there and went, oh my god, you know what would be a really good idea? If you, this was to Becca, if you recommended me a book that you think I'm gonna love, a book you think I'm not gonna like, and then a book that you're not sure about, you think I might like it, but you're not sure 100% that I will. So I got my recommendations back from Becca, and we're doing a, you've obviously seen the title of this vlog, we're doing a Does Becca Know My Reading Tastes video, and this is going to be a bit of a series. I'm going to be asking my friends from time to time if they can recommend me a book they think I love, a book they think they're not sure whether I'm going to like it or not, and a book they think I'm not going to like. Not to be done in such a way that they're just going to throw a random book at me and go, I don't think you're going to like this, it's got flowery writing in it. Just in a sense that they know my tastes. So whereas Jade's is like, okay, give me a list of some of your favourite books, I'm going to read them and see what happens, which I love. I love that idea. It's such a good idea. But this is done in such a way that I'm specifically saying to my friends, okay, you know my reading tastes, what do you think I'm going to love? What do you think I'm going to hate? And what are you not sure about? You're on the fence about. What do you reckon? So I'm really excited about this. I'm very excited. So let's get to the books that Becca has recommended me. So for the first book, which is a book that basically birthed this idea, the book that she doesn't think I'm going to enjoy is obviously Red Rising by Pierce Brown. I know that this is sci-fi and we're following some guy called Darrow who is a red. He's a miner in the interior of Mars because the Earth is dying. His mission is to extract enough precious elements to one day tame the surface of the planet and allow humans to live on it. The Reds are humanity's last hope. Or so it appears until the day Darrow discovers it's all a lie, that Mars has been habitable and inhabited for generations by a class of people calling themselves the Golds. A class of people who look down at Darrow and his fellows as slave labour to be exploited and worked to death without a second thought. Until the day Darrow, with the help of a mysterious group of rebels, disguises himself as a Gold and infiltrates their command school, intent on taking down his oppressors from the inside. But the command school is a battlefield and Darrow isn't the only student with an agenda. To me, it sounds fantastic. It sounds fascinating. I am a little bit concerned that this could be very character driven, but it does sound like there's a plot in here as well. So for example, I know that one of Becca's favourites is A Long Way to a Small Angry Planet by Becky Chambers, and I DNF'd that book very long way into the book. I think I was about 60% in. I DNF'd it. I just got bored. It was very character driven with no plot. There is literally zero plot in that book. They're not doing anything. It's very character driven, which is great if you love a solely character driven based book, but I don't. There needs to be a plot for me. So it does sound like there is a plot to this, but I do think it's going to be very reliant heavily upon the characters. We'll see what happens, but I'm really excited to get into this one. I'm not going into it thinking I'm going to hate it. I'm on the fence myself, to be perfectly honest, but Becca doesn't think I'm going to enjoy this one, so we'll see what happens. The book that she's unsure whether or not I'm going to like it is The Bridge Kingdom. I don't own this. I have it on Kindle. I've got it on Kindle Unlimited, and I also have managed to get the audiobook for free as well. So going to be listening to the audiobook of this one, and this is a heart-pounding romance and intense action wrapped in spellbinding world. A warrior princess trained in isolation, Lara is driven by two certainties. The first is that King Aaron of the Bridge Kingdom is her enemy, and the second is that she'll be the one to bring him to his knees. The only route through a storm-ravaged world, the Bridge Kingdom enriches itself and deprives its rivals, including Lara's homeland. So when she's sent as a bride under the guise of peace, Lara is prepared to do whatever it takes to fracture its impenetrable defences and the defences of its king. Yet as she infiltrates her new home and gains the deeper understanding of the war to possess the bridge, Lara begins to question whether she's the hero or the villain. And as her feelings for Aaron transform from frosty hostility, that's a strange combination, frosty hostility to fierce passion, Lara must choose which kingdom she'll save and which kingdom she'll destroy. It sounds great. Honestly, this reminds me, the vibe of it reminds me of The Shadows Between Us by Trisha Levenseller, which I loved. I thought it was fantastic. So I'm excited about this. I think I'm going to like it. Becca's not sure, but I think I'm going to really like it. And then the final book that we have, I am convinced I'm going to love this. Becca's convinced I'm going to love it. She's recommended it to me a whole bunch of times since she read it, and it's been on my radar for a long time, and that is Punk 57 by Penelope Douglas. She recommended this one first, and then she said, but if you have already read that, then Birthday Girl, but I haven't already read this, so we're going to go with this one. I believe this is a bully romance. I'm fully aware that this is problematic, so no need to mention it in the comments. I am okay with that. I'm going into it 100% knowledge of knowing that it's problematic. So following Misha, who in 5th grade, my teacher set us up with pen pals from a different school. Thinking I was a girl with a name like Misha, the other teacher paired me up with her student, Ryan. My teacher, believing Ryan was a boy like me, agreed. It didn't take long for us to figure out the mistake, and in no time at all, we were arguing about everything. The best takeout pizza, Android versus iPhone, whether or not M&M is the greatest rapper ever. Yes. And that was the start. For the next 7 years, it was us. Her letters are always on black paper with silver writing. Oh, I love that. So sometimes there's 1 a week or 3 in a day, but I need them. She's the only one who keeps me on track, talks me down, and accepts everything I am. We only had 3 rules. No social media, no phone numbers, no pictures. We had a good thing going. Why ruin it? Until I run across a photo of a girl online. Name's Ryan, high school senior, loves Gallows pizza and worships her iPhone. What are the chances? Fuck it, I need to meet her. I just don't expect to hate what I find. Ryan. He hasn't written in 3 months. Something's wrong. Did he die? Get arrested? Knowing Misha, neither would be a stretch. Without him around, I'm going crazy. I need to know someone is listening. It's my own fault. I should have gotten his number or picture or something. He could be gone forever or right under my nose and I wouldn't even know it. This sounds fantastic. I'm so excited. So it sounds like they were pen pals for a real long time, and then finally Misha found out who Ryan was and wasn't happy with what he found or whatever. So I'm looking forward to reading this one massively because I do think I'm going to love it. So on that basis, we have a really nice mix of books here. So we've got a sci-fi, we have a romance, a bully romance, and we have a fantasy romance as well. So really nice mix, and I'm actually going to dive straight in with Red Rising today, and I want to try and get a decent chunk into this. I have a really busy week coming up. It's my brother's 30th on Sunday, and we are doing him a surprise birthday party on Saturday. I can tell you now because it will have happened by the time this video goes up. Doing him a surprise birthday party on the Saturday. So we're having to be like really chill about it because he doesn't know about the surprise birthday party, but at the same time make a big deal out of his birthday because it's his 30th, you know, it's his birthday week. So I have work tomorrow, I'm getting my hair done Wednesday, I've got work either Thursday or Friday, I've not decided yet, and the rest of the week obviously I need to get my head down and get reading as much as I can this week because my weekend will be taken up with celebrations for my brother. So yeah, I'm going to start off with Red Rising, try and get a decent chunk into this before my Patreon sprints start at 7 o'clock tonight, and then I think I'm going to dive into Punk 57 on my Patreon sprints tonight and try and get a decent chunk into here. If I could get like 100 pages into both of these today, that would be awesome. It would really help me out. I'm not going to pick up The Bridge Kingdom until I've finished Red Rising, I don't think. So I don't want to have 3 books on the go at the same time. But yeah, how long is this? 382 pages, so it's not too long, but the text on here actually is quite, it's like a, I don't know, a 10 or a 12, but it's top to bottom text. So lots of words on a page, but this one should be really easy to get through, should be easy to blast through. So yeah, I'm gonna dive in with Red Rising and we're gonna see how well Becca knows my reading taste. We'll see what happens, but I'm very excited. I hope you guys enjoy this video. I have been hyped about this since we came up with the idea a couple of weeks ago, so I'm really excited that I've managed to get these on my Bookopoly TBR as well. You guys wouldn't have noticed the collection, but you will have noticed the next reading vlogs collection because I literally went on and on and on about it being Peter Pan retellings. So yeah, gonna dive in.
The next day.
Hello team, it is Tuesday. I need to set off in a second because I'm gonna be late for work, but I started Red Rising yesterday. I've packed the bag away in my bag today. Packed the book away in my bag today because I'm going to take it to work with me because I'm on my own in work today, so I might be able to listen to some while I'm there. I am currently 139 pages in, I think it is. I'm up to part 2 where Darrow is about to infiltrate the gold, I think. So so far I'm having really mixed feelings about this book. Becca could be right. I enjoyed the first like 40 pages. I was so intrigued, really intrigued, and then a lot of stuff happened and I don't know how I feel about it. It's really weird. I feel like we're being told a lot of information. There's been a lot of info dumping on the world building, but there's been no explanation whatsoever. I feel like this book could really benefit from a glossary to explain, first of all, the order in which the colours come in. So obviously gold is at the top, and I'm assuming that red must be down at the bottom, but you have an array of colours in between that have been brought up, and I've no idea what order these colours go in. There's also random names being thrown about. I've no idea what a laurel is, but at some point Darrow really wanted one of those. I've no idea what one of those is. The word pixie keeps getting thrown about. I don't know if that is a, you know, faction or just a name that the golds throw at people. I'm not sure. So there's a lot of words being thrown about with zero explanation about them, which is a shame, and I feel like that could be explored a little bit better and some explanation could be given a bit more. I was scrolling through some Goodreads reviews yesterday, and there is a lot of people complaining about that. Mostly people are complaining about the world building and again, like the explanations and things like that, or lack thereof. And yeah, I don't know how I feel about it. Feel a little bit weird about it. There is definitely some, I haven't even gotten to the point that I think it's going to get to, but there is definitely some telltale signs of Hunger Games-esqueness in there as well. So I don't know where this is going to go. It's really weird because it feels way more fantasy based than it does sci-fi / dystopia based at the moment as well, which is weird. So we'll see. I don't know. If I was to rate it at this point, it might get like a 2.53 star, maybe, if it was lucky. So we'll see what happens. I'm determined to get through it. There's a lot of people also on Goodreads saying that it took them ages to get through, like 2 weeks or 3 weeks or a month or 2 months to get through it. I obviously don't have that time. I need to get through this book pretty quickly so that I can move on to my others. I'm not going to run 2 books side by side. I was discussing this with Jade on Sprints last night, and for this type of reading vlog, I think it makes sense to do one at a time. So again, the pressure is put on me. I need to get through this as quickly as possible, really, so I can move on to the Bridge Kingdom and Punk 57. Because like I say, the weekend is going to be pretty busy for me. I don't know how much time I'm going to have to get through any books. So yeah, I want to try and get through this as quickly as I can, but I really want to try and actually get through the book without DNFing it. I don't know how easy that's going to be if I'm not enjoying it. I've split it up. There are parts in this, so I have split it up into parts, which means it should take me, like, I'm around a third in now. There's another part like in 130 pages time, which is around like 2/3 in, and then there's the final part. So I'm hoping that I can try and do it that way. Fingers crossed. I am going out tonight, so I won't get much reading time in. In fact, I don't think I'll get any reading time in tonight. So I am hoping I can get a decent chunk in this afternoon. I feel so far that it didn't take me that long to get 139 pages in, but Jade did say as you get to this point, as you go into part 2, which is the gold, part 3, sorry, which is the gold section, it does pick up the pace. So I'm hoping that I can listen to some at work this afternoon and get a decent chunk further into it, maybe even get myself to part 4 and then tomorrow finish it. We'll see whether or not that's the case. But yeah, so far, not sure. Becca could be on the money with this one. So we'll see. I will keep you updated, let you know how I'm getting on, but I've got to get myself off to work before I'm too late. So I'll see you in a little bit.
Tell me that it's my fault that it's over. Wish I played it different, I didn't know. All the times that you called me to be closer. Wish I paid attention, I should've known. You're probably with your friends, dancing on tabletops. Hands in his hair already, saying that you forgot about me. I just don't wanna know who you give your loving to. You'll end up leaving here with someone. I just don't wanna know you be drinking way past 2, lights out and it's not me you're loving.
hot minute since I've done an update. It's currently Friday. Then it's Saturday, Sunday, work. So I'm here to do an update. I haven't read a great deal, but I have read a bit. First thing I want to show you though, first thing I want to show you though is a little candle unboxing. I did open these the other day when they came on Tuesday, but I want to show you them now. So these are obviously from Grace and Honey, which I will leave a link to in the description box down below. It is Becca's shop, candle shop, and I feel like this is the perfect time to be unboxing these candles because I'm doing a Does Becca Know my reading taste video. So I did get 2 lots of the Becca's Bookoplathon candle. I just wanted one that I can burn whilst doing Bookoplathon this month and one that I can keep as well. So the flavour of these is toffee, honey, orange, vanilla and bergamot, and they smell delicious. Let me tell you, the colour of them is stunning as well. So yeah, loving these. And then I also got Omnis Vir Lupus, which is a cranberry, mulled fruits and leafy greens. And this one also smells delicious. I love the smell of this. I can't remember what the fandom was for this one though. Oh, it smells so good. So yeah, really nice candle. Nice little haul there from Grace and Honey to add to my little candle cart over in the corner. And then reading update, I am still reading Red Rising at the moment, but I am currently on page 291. I am going to finish this in the next hour and a half. I'm listening to the audiobook and I've ramped it up to 2.65. I am not enjoying this. Becca was correct. I do not like it. It's a shame. I really wanted to like it, and I think deep down she was hoping I was going to like it. But yeah, I'm not a fan. I am intrigued though. This is what's bugging me. I'm forcing myself through it because I am intrigued and I want to know what happens at the end. So I think that says quite a bit about Pierce's writing style. Generally, I don't like it. It's very choppy sentences, so there's constantly, you know, like it's a couple of words and then a full stop, couple of words, full stop. Your longest sentence might be, I don't know, 10 words long or something. But generally, I don't like the writing style, but overall, the overarching plot, I suppose, I'm obviously intrigued to know what happens at the end of this book. Whether or not I'm intrigued enough to continue with the series, I don't know. I reckon this is going to get either a high 2-star or a very low 3-star rating. It's just not what I thought it was going to be. This is very Hunger Games-esque. I love the Hunger Games. But I'm not necessarily a fan of rereading it in another format. So yeah, I don't know, it's just not what I was expecting. I thought this was going to be, or despite the fact that I know it's a dystopia, I thought this was going to be a little bit more sci-fi-esque, and it's not, especially on the basis that we're on Mars, but just not what I was expecting. It is very dark, it's very grim, but yeah, generally not particularly enjoying it. Don't really care much for the characters. I am interested in Mustang as a character. She's quite interesting, but other than that, I'm not particularly bothered. I don't really care. So yeah, but like I say, my intrigue is probably going to get a reasonably high rating because I do want to find out what happens at the end. So yeah, I don't know whether that will continue on into the rest of the series. I'm not sure if I'm going to bother wasting my own time doing that. I know that Jade went on and read the second one because I think Aaron mentioned to her that it does get better in the second one, but as far as Jade's concerned, it just didn't. We'll see how I feel at the end of this, whether or not I decide to continue with the series, but overall, not a fan. So Becca was definitely correct with this one. I'm hoping to finish this and then jump into the Bridge Kingdom and hopefully, fingers crossed, finish that today as well. We'll see. But it is already 1:20 and I still have an hour and a half of this left. So we'll see what happens. I am catching up with the Bookoplathon sprints from the other night because I was out on Tuesday when the Wednesday. I was busy on Wednesday when the sprints happened, so I wasn't able to join in. So I'm catching up with those now. Becca's got more Bookoplathon sprints tonight. So I'm hoping to join in with those in the comments and get some more reading done this evening. But today is literally just a reading day. I need to power through some books. We'll see how this goes, but yeah, I need to power through and get on this. So I will check back in with you when I've got an update for you, probably when I finish this. and let you know my final thoughts on this, but I'm no doubt they will be very similar to what I've just told you anyway, and I will have a rating for you as well. So yeah.
Many unbearable hours later.
Hello. It's much later in the day. It's now 5 o'clock on the nose, and I have just finished reading Red Rising. I got interrupted a couple of times. It's fine. But I got a FaceTime from Tara and then had a phone call with Jade as well. But I have finally finished it. It took me way longer than I was hoping it would to finish this. I was hoping to be done by about 2 or 3 o'clock with this. It did not work out. However, it's done. I finished it. I didn't DNF. Did I enjoy it? No. Am I going to continue with the series? Also no. I gave this 2 stars. It got 2 stars in the end. The highest thing out of all of it for me was the intrigue, because I did want to carry on and get to the end and find out what happened. But I honestly am not intrigued enough to continue on with the series, so I won't be doing that. I didn't particularly care too much for the characters. There were a couple reveals in here that I didn't see coming and was shocked when they happened. Yeah, just generally wasn't a fan. The atmosphere, I think, had I gone in expecting it to be the story that it is, the atmosphere would probably have been pretty good. However, I expected this to be something entirely different, and therefore just felt really crap about the whole story. So yeah, Becca was correct. 1 point to Becca. Yeah, she was right with this. I didn't enjoy it, so thank you for pushing me to pick this one up, Becca. So here we are, we've done it. It's taken way too long for me to get to this point, and I'm so annoyed, but we're here. I've done it. Next book is going to be The Bridge Kingdom. I think that's what it's called. I called it The Broken Kingdom to Becca before. The Bridge Kingdom. I'm going to be picking that up next. To power through that. I don't think I'm going to get it finished today, but I'm hoping that I can make at least some progress on it today, with it being like, you know, 5 past 5 already. With it being 5 past 5 already, I'm not going to get it finished, I don't think. Becca is hosting Patreon Bookoplathon sprints tonight, so that's going to be helpful, but I do need to put some food in, so I'm going to do that now, and at some point I will start The Bridge Kingdom. I am looking forward to it. I'm excited. It definitely gives me, I think I mentioned this in my intro, but it definitely gives me Shadows Between Us vibes by Trisha Levenseller, and I really, really enjoyed that. So I'm looking forward to this one. So that is my next plan. I will come back with you with an update at some point. Hello. It is currently Sunday, and it is 20 past 12. I am about to go to my parents because it's my brother's actual birthday today. We had his party yesterday. It was so good. We had the best day. He had a great time. So yeah, I'm about to go to my parents now to watch the F1 and then get takeaway and actually spend some time with my brother on his actual birthday. So I just thought I would come and give you a quick update on how far I have got with The Bridge Kingdom. Just wait for this to wake up so it can tell me how far I am, because I forgot. 86%. So I have every intention of finishing this when I get home this evening. I don't have long left, because I'm listening to the audio at the same time. I have 37 minutes left. So it won't take me long to get through that at all this evening, and then my every intention is to jump straight into Punk 57 tonight. This is obviously going to run into tomorrow a little bit, which is a bit of a pain because I need to start a new reading vlog, but it's fine as long as I can get this finished early enough tomorrow that I can edit this video and get it up. But yeah, I am really enjoying The Bridge Kingdom so far. It's very, very good. Really enjoying the characters of Aaron and also Lara. I really enjoyed Jo as well, and also Anna, Aaron's sister. The deception and the lies in here, the politics are great. I just really enjoy everything, the whole story. And also we've just had a sex scene between two characters as well, so the smut in here is pretty good also, and I kind of just want to dive into the second one straight away. So yeah, I have really enjoyed this one. This one was down for Becca's unsure book, so she's given me a great recommendation here, and the second one is already out. Really enjoying it so far. Definitely a 4-star. So yeah, having a great time and planning on finishing that when I get home this evening, and then diving straight into Punk 57. I am going to try and get as far as I can get with this. Jade's pretty convinced that I might stay up reading this all night.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
So I mean, there's a possibility, but I am reasonably tired from the long day yesterday. So although I have just had another nap for an hour, I could have finished this, The Bridge Kingdom, but I fell asleep for another hour because I was really tired. So I didn't. But yeah, I mean, it's a possibility. It wouldn't be unknown for me to stay up all through the night reading a smutty book, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, I mean, if I could get a decent chunk into this, that would be great tonight, but we'll see how far I get. I will keep you posted either way. There are lyrics in the back of here. I will keep you posted either way, but it's 325 pages in here, so maybe if I can get to like page 200 tonight, that would be cool, and then I can just finish it off in the morning. But yeah, so I'm gonna go to my parents, and I will check back in with you guys when I've got an update for you, probably tomorrow. So I will see you then.
The next day.
Hello, it's me. I've come to wrap this vlog up, which, you know, I wasn't expecting to be doing this morning. I thought I was coming back to give you an update on how far I am into my next book. But no, we're here to wrap this vlog up. So, let's go through Becca's predictions and what happened with those. So, Becca predicted that I was going to dislike Red Rising by Pierce Brown. She was correct. So 1 point for Becca for that. Yeah, she was correct with this one. I didn't particularly enjoy it. I was intrigued enough to get through the book, but I'm not intrigued enough to continue on with the series. Didn't particularly care for the characters too much. Mustang was about the only character that I really cared for, and even then it wasn't a great deal. I just wasn't expecting this to be very similar to the Hunger Games as it was. It's not what I was expecting at all. I thought this was going to be way more sci-fi-esque based than a dystopia based book that I've already read before, you know. So yeah, I wasn't a huge fan of this one. This got two stars. Then I read The Bridge Kingdom, and Becca's prediction on this one was that she wasn't sure whether or not I was going to like it. I think she thought that I might, but she wasn't sure. She was on the fence about it, and it turns out I did really enjoy this one. I ended up giving this one 4 stars. I thought the writing style was really good. I really enjoyed the character development in this and the storyline as well. I thought the storyline was fantastic. I really liked how this evolved, and I'm really, really, really excited to get into the second one. I can't wait to pick the second one up. So yeah, I gave this one 4 stars and really enjoyed it. And then the final prediction Becca had for me was that I was gonna love Punk 57 by Penelope Douglas, and Becca again was correct. It turns out that I'm going to be getting all of my recommendations from Becca here and now. I'm kidding, but I will be taking them very seriously. So yeah, I loved this. I got home last night from my from my parents. I was at my parents yesterday. Got home from my parents for celebrating my brother's birthday around 6:45, 7 o'clock. I got in, potted around a little bit, filmed a video, and then finished The Bridge Kingdom because I was like 87% into that, so I needed to finish that off. And then picked up Punk 57 straight away. Picked this straight up, and I finished it around 2 o'clock this morning. It was about 1:30, 2 o'clock this morning. I just couldn't put it down, and I really, really enjoyed that process of reading it in one sitting. It's been a while, it's been a real hot minute since I've read a book in one sitting, so this was the one that did it for me. I loved this. I loved the writing style. I am fully aware that this is extremely problematic. There is a lot of things in here. It's a bully romance, so there's a lot of bullying. There is a ridiculously problematic character in here as well, who is an entire asshole, a whole asshole. Not a fan of his at all. But in general, I just loved this. I thought it was fantastic. I love the writing style. I love the characters, Misha and Ryan. I also loved some of the side characters as well, Ten, and just I had a really good time with this. I thought it was great. I loved Penelope Douglas's writing. I definitely want to pick up from her in the future. This is the first book of hers that I've read. I want to read Birthday Girl. It's another one that Becca recommended if I'd already read this one that she thinks I'm going to love. So I do want to read Birthday Girl. But yeah, I had a great time with this one. And yeah, it is a bully romance. The bullying is quite fierce in this. But I loved it. I thought it was fantastic. I had a really good time with it. So yeah, 5 stars it got. I absolutely loved it. The reveal at the end shook me to my core. I didn't expect it at all. Did not see that coming whatsoever. But yeah, Becca 100% knows my tastes. She had this nailed. And yeah, thank you so much, Becca, for participating in this and for letting me use you as my guinea pig for the first one of these. But I had a great time, girl. You know exactly what you're talking about, especially with the smut. Girlfriend knows what she's talking about. So yeah, I had a really good time. I hope you've enjoyed this vlog. I don't know what my clips are going to be like because it's been very choppy throughout the week. Obviously midweek I kind of did nothing, and then I've come back again on the weekend and then just smashed out 2 books in the space of like 2 days. So yeah, I have had a great reading week. Apart from Red Rising, that did take way too long and I would have DNF'd it, but I was intrigued. I wanted to see how it ended. Honestly, maybe I should have DNF'd it, but at least I got through it. It's done now. I've read it. I know. I'm never going to sit there and be like, you know what, maybe I should have got to the end of Red Rising, because now I never know how it ended. Maybe I would have liked it. There are a couple of DNFs I've done that with, but not many. But I would have done with Red Rising because I was intrigued enough to get to the end. It just that it took a hot minute, you know? So yeah, overall, I feel like I've had a really good reading week. I've enjoyed this process and I'm excited to do it again. But please let me know in the comments down below if you've enjoyed this video and if you've enjoyed the way I've done this. I know I'm reading 1 book at a time, which to be fair, I generally do anyway as a rule these days. But yeah, I had a great time. So please let me know in the comments down below if you enjoyed this. Please let me know if you've read any of these. Did we have differing opinions on these? I reckon this is probably going to be a different opinion for some people, which I understand. That's entirely fine. But I also reckon this is probably going to be a different opinion. I know Becca really enjoys this series. She didn't like Red Rising as much as she liked the second one, but she loved the second one. I know that Aaron loves this series, but I know that Jade was not a fan at all. So mixed feelings. I think Pris didn't like it either. So yeah, chat to me in the comments down below. If you got to the end of this video, leave me a cat emoji for Hamilton. We've got to do something along the Becca line, haven't we? So leave me a cat emoji for Hamilton if you don't want to chat to me. You just want to let me know you were here and you watched the video. And I shall see you in the next one. Bye for now.